say a word.
Hey man,
I said don't say a word.
And that's how they be treating the black comedians. Let's get into it.
All I do is spit facts, spit facts, spit facts, spit facts, spit facts. And you can't dispute that. All I do is spit facts, spit facts, spit facts, spit facts, spit facts. And you can't dispute that. All I do is speak the truth, niggas knowing it's a fact. Haters tell you different when they know this is a rap. I don't fuck with rap niggas when I know this is a act. Niggas envy me cause everything I spit be facts. Facts, facts, facts.
Welcome to the Me Against the Culture podcast. I am your host, D Soul Music. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about these black comedians and the role they play in our cultural divide. And all the material they just got in the last 4 years that they just decided not to use. Like the silence was real loud. So, this is what transpired in this last 4 years that I guess they didn't see. In the last 4 years, man, we had the funniest and most dangerous presidential party of all time. Like, it can't get no more funny than what the stunts and things that went on within the last 4 years. It was amazing. It was funny. You know, we got this liberal media that work overtime to try to hide all this, though. But it also take other people to play roles in it to keep it hidden. And I noticed that. Yeah, I did. I noticed this. Like, 'cause it's been a tradition for years. Black comedians always got on the president. Especially, you know, presidents has always been so-called white men all the time until Obama came around. But after Obama, we got Trump. We got a lot of negative Trump stuff that come from the black community. But last 4 years, this Joe Biden character, oh my God. He was a walking comedy skit from day one, from 2020 when he got in. It was just fun. He couldn't talk then. He didn't even do no campaigning, nothing, because the man couldn't talk. It's getting destroyed in the debates by Trump. And it was like no way he can get in, but he did. So, the negative part about him getting in is the destruction that he caused, especially within the black community, which is going untold. Nobody is talking about this stuff. Hey, that's on them. Maybe they just not around, so they wouldn't know. But for comedians and entertainers, man, they got all type of quality material. Like, this was quality material that went on within this last 4 years. I'm talking about everything from you get this man falling off the bike to falling up the stairs, and oh man, it was crazy. Man, you even found cocaine in the White House. Make that make sense. Whoever thought you gonna find cocaine in the White House? Y'all can't come up with no material from that. None. Yeah, you know, to go along with the president's son, you know, and all the antics that he pulled. You know, he on camera This man is dealing with crack cocaine on camera, weighing it on the scale, and we got prostitutes around him, all type of guns, gun cases, and they letting go, and that's amazing. 'Cause I never thought that we'll see the president's son be able to get away with things that black people can't. But that's a whole nother episode. We ain't gonna talk about that. But that's part of the material that these guys had that they decided they ain't even want to use. And that's where the skepticism from me came from. I don't even know why I'm talking normal on here. Ain't no more talking, trying to use them other words, none of that. That's where I start tweaking. I'm like, man, yeah, I ain't gonna hear nobody gonna say anything about nothing. There ain't no material in there, ain't nothing. Oh, no, they ain't think it was funny. And I think that's funny. They want to be silent. I thought that was very loud. Their silence was very loud. Especially being that we ain't even talked about the dangerous part of this presidential party. So, like I said, they were very funny. It was hilarious. To go along with the vice president, who was walking around trying to act like she was a black person, but all the black people seem to act like they ain't know that she ain't black. While everybody else in the world was just like, oh, okay. So that's funny in itself. The changing of the accents at different rallies and all type of stuff. So between the president and the vice president, man, it was so much material. It was so much material that it's crazy. And you got not one. You ain't getting not one. Nothing. Crickets. Then you say, like, then I want to get into the dangerous side. See, the president is what you call a one-on-one. The vice president also. And when I say they one-on-one, mean they do things that nobody else in the history of the world would do. Only them. Especially the president. He one-on-one. You know, he decided to open up his border and just let people come in here unvetted. Just by the millions. He put a cap on it. I think I heard a story about him putting the cap at 2 million. But that's what he decided that he wanted to do. So in the process of doing that, you get the governor of Texas, because that's where a lot of them coming in. He say, hey, we gonna ship them out to y'all, to the Democratic areas, and let them deal with them, since this Mr. 101, another video, this 101 thought that it was a good idea to allow unvetted people into the country by the millions. So they sent them. First, they sent them to what they call it, Martha's Vineyard. They ain't even get to get off the bus at Martha's Vineyard. They sent them back. It's over with. So as a result, they sent them to these so-called, all around the country, so-called sanctuary cities. Oh my God. Yeah, they're sanctuary cities for immigrants. See, that's where it gets twisted, because them people that the 101, Mr. 101, President 101 let in, they weren't immigrants. They're illegals. So you can't be a sanctuary cities to illegals. And these idiots decide they want to get in on it. Because that's what they do. That's what the Democrats, the liberals, anybody who's liberal, they don't understand that their job ain't to just go against the other political party. Is to one up the other political party. If they knew that, then maybe they wouldn't do some of the things they do. They wouldn't be 101 if you knew that you didn't have to do the opposite of the other party. Instead, just do better. So, get these sanctuary cities, majority black communities, Democratic strongholds, black community, black mayors, black police, black everything. Somehow it's racism coming out of there. These areas is where they sent all these unvetted people. They also, and like I said, these mayors, they got involved with it, which they start using the taxpayer dollars to fund this, what I call a vacation for these illegal immigrants, illegal immigrants. Didn't want to go through the immigration process. That's why I don't even try to call them immigrants anymore. They just wanted to come here any way they wanted to. So these sanctuary cities, the mayors decided that it was a good idea to use the taxpayer dollars to give out stuff like whole debit cards and with Link, which is public assistance. They giving them housing, all type of stuff, man. But these doggone these comedians don't think that it's important. No black celebrity, any of that, anyone you can name that's known and black they don't see this because they don't live near it at all. So by them not seeing it or living near it, it just get to go on. So you need the comedians and people like that to say little stuff about that. You got Dave Chappelle. He did a 9-minute. This goofy did a 9-minute show about George Floyd. Make that make sense. Wasn't intended to be funny at all. It was intended to bring notice to that and eyes to that situation. And how does that help the black community? I don't know. It actually embarrasses the black community. And it seems like you celebrities take the check to step on that embarrassment. Like, okay, we gonna keep on making it seem like people is celebrating this, bro. We're not celebrating that. So if you could have done a 9-minute show on George Floyd, then what could you done on Joe Biden and this crisis and this immigration thing that he did? Inflation. Also, inflation destroys the black community. See, we got a problem with not admitting it where we are, man. We asking for reparations because of our pay gap and saying that these people owe us because we should be making more and all that. But we don't pay attention to those people that's not. You got all these celebrities that's rich and well off. They not feeling no effects of this inflation and this immigration like the real black community did. So all you guys that's out here that keep on doing things like Kendrick Lamar and going on stage talking about old issues that we don't have anymore because, like I said, our communities is full of the same people that's the same color as us. And everybody else's community is the same. It's 2025. But y'all just don't think stuff like that is funny. And, it's okay. But know that I hear it. It's loud that I know that I don't understand that. Cat Williams. Yeah, you blew up with Auntie Shay Shay. I can't call no man, no feminine man, uncle. Uncle is not a feminine word. Uncle is like in actuality, it is your daddy's brother. So it's a man word. Can't call no man that ain't my actual uncle. If he act feminine. And that's just what it is. So, like I said, let's get back to what I was saying with Cat Williams went on Auntie Shay Shay and they went viral. Yeah, you made a whole lot of points about Steve Harvey. Oh my God. You know how much that helps the black community to know that Steve Harvey is a sellout and all this stuff. Oh my God, that helps. Oh, you said a lot, Cat Williams. While I do agree with you on these people and them taking the offers and all that, you had nothing to say, like I said, just like everybody else, about what just went on in the last 4 years in the White House. It's not ever going. It's a 101. It's not going to happen again. But y'all didn't say nothing, so y'all silence was very loud. You said nothing. That man was going on TV saying stuff like sure. The man was literally talking and just stopping and be like, okay, well, and like it's sad. The material that y'all punked out on or missed out on or whatever you want to call it, that y'all didn't want, man, that is. And it's kind of important to the community because there's no way in 2024 we should have been at 90% still with them same people. That if I'm telling you what the comedian should have been laughing at, how you think the rest of the world was? Why you think they doing investigations on this man's cognitive ability? And it was the same in 2020 when we went out there at 90-something% and voted for him and acted like we wanted this man in the office. And we just was unaware then and we unaware now. So if the black comedians, y'all missing out on material you don't want to talk. Man, that woke, man, ain't nothing over there. That's all a dream. And I know that the woke and the liberals, the Democrats control the whole media. That's all it is. And it's good checks in it. Good checks. But their media is just like the black community, the vision of the black community now is told from their media. It's not told from the black community. Ain't nobody out here celebrating the stuff that the media is portraying. But they can only portray it because we 90%. Comedians come out there and agree with them. Celebrities come out there and agree with them. Everybody do. We got to get away from that, man. It's over with. Yeah, I want to stay with that woke. That woke gonna go broke. It's gonna be over with quick. All that woke stuff. But y'all comedians, y'all lost y'all job, man. The comedians that lost their job to the grifters, which is another problem, which is another video. All these people who put a tag on something that they did to make it seem like they have knowledge of other things, especially the NBA players, the ex-NBA players saying that they should be in the media because of their playing they used to play and how good they play. That's the funniest ever. And those are the new comedians. Your Charles, Shaq, Kenny, everybody you see in the media, Jalen Rose. Oh, Kendrick Perkins is the king. Why is he around? He's a weird case. Why is he around? Why is Kendrick Perkins around? Ask yourself. If he's not great and he's not good at what he do, why they keep him there in a major role? Same reason why they celebrate George Floyd. Same reason why they do everything that they do. But y'all would never pay attention or listen, so that's on y'all, man. I'm going to get up out of here, man. Until next time, till the next show, it's me against the culture, and that's why it's me against the culture, baby. Holla.